Hello, my fellow gamers, and welcome to another World Championship matchup. Where today we have Dark Phoenix versus Bordiga. I want to pronounce that Bordiga. Is that right? But yeah, two clan battles. Find out. We've got Greenskins versus Bretonnia. We have lots of goblins versus lots of peasants. Cavalry versus lots of cavalry. It's gonna be one of those matchups, guys. It's gonna be a good one. Yeah, we've got Wazark versus the King. Actually. Oh, I was going to say they don't have magic. No, Wazak is the magic, of course it is. But we've got the King, we've got a Damsel and a Paladin. So more powerful leadership there. But I'm trying to think, how many units have they got? 8 cavalry against 4. Like 12 cavalry? It's a lot. The Greenskins have a lot. And before we even start, the attack order's already been given. I like that. That is how Greenskins should play. So we do have the Forest Spider, Goblin, Riders, Archers there. We also have some normal Spider Riders there. Nasty Skokers on the flank hidden. 2 unit, is it 2 or 3? Yeah. Oh no, so you got Orc Boy, Boar Boy Biggins, 2 units of them. And then we got some Savage Orc Boar Boys. So we got the anti-large and just the normal good cavalry. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of goblins. And to 8 peak unis, so they're the ones with the fanatics hidden. Though it must be funny to the enemy because they can't see these. So it's just these goblins and a conveniently equal space in the middle. But on this flank, we got even more cavalry. We got Savage Orc Boys and then some Big Boy Biggins. Yeah, and then, yeah, some more Savage Orcs led by Wazark on his pig. And he has got Eggfear of the Get Back Here. But Foot of Gork and Fist of Gork and Brainbuster. Nasty Skokers giving support. And again, some Spider Riders and the Spider Rider Archers. Now, is there any hidden in the flanks? Always have to check this. Nope, we're good. Okay, let's go to the Bretonians, who have got 3 units of the Mounted Yeomen at the front. 5 units, I believe, of the Peasant Mobs. And then behind that, we got 4 units of the Archers. Are they mixed? Or they all got pox? They've all got the pox. That's good. So 4 units of Archers of pox. Got Knights of the Realm supported at the back. We got King Lewin on his fancy flying big turkey bird fin. And a Paladin on his Pegasus. Damsel on horseback. She has got, I believe, Earthblood and Regrowth. Oh no, Awakening of the Wood and Regrowth. My apologies. We also have some Knights Errant on the flank. I see some red dots hidden in the corner here. Yeah, we've also got Knights Errant there and Knights of the Realm. So a lot of Knights Errant, which I believe are the weaker ones. So I'm a bit worried actually about Bretonnia. I think the Greenskins may have better cavalry than them. So the opening skirmishers are getting in there. I mean, there's only 2 units of the skirmishers there. But they're only going to shoot goblins. And goblins can absorb a lot of arrow fire quite comfortably. And the Greenskins aggressively moving forward. In fact, what are the numbers looking at? Oh, it's about equal. About equal, but oh, look at this. Getting some shots in those Knights Errant. Through the trees. Very sneaky. Oh no, they've been pinned in place. And in comes the boy Biggins. And they're just going to... Oh, they're just gone. They're gone, guys. They're just... Yeah. Fantastic use there, pinning them in place and just going to wipe them out. The Goblins getting in there as well. Boom, gone. That unit's just been deleted. Very well played there by the Greenskins. Fortress Potato trying to get themselves into position. They're probably going to start Scott. Yep, they can see the nasty scopes as well. The Orcs probably know there's something hidden in those woods. They just don't know what yet. But the Knights Errant has had to fall back because of this overwhelming force coming over. But now the pox arrows are shooting at the Orc Boy Biggins. That's probably not what you want. Oh, is this a brain buster being hit on the peasant bowman there? And the cavalry are now moving in. They just moved through the peasants. Of course, yeah, they can just charge through peasants. They don't need to care. They want to take that. Look at this force coming in here. Spider Riders have been forgotten about over there. That is unfortunate. Paladin charging in there, trying to slow this charge down. The Knights Errant and the Knights of the Realm have had to move out because they can see that they're going to get flanked if they're not careful. And the Greenskins are just overwhelming this front line. Getting in around the side. Yeah, and now these these boar boys could just run down and just get all the peasants. Just get rid of them. Unless the goblins can then shut. Well, actually, it looks like they're breaking on their own. Over it, we do have a bit of engagement going on. Cavalry versus cavalry. Nasty Skokers have done these smoke bombs as well, but the king's got involved, so they're probably not wanting to stay too close into that. And here comes Knight of the Realm, but the warg has been done, and yeah, front line's gone. As soon as that warg started, the goblins, they were just going to break through that, yeah, and the peasant front line's gone. And the problem is, all the back line, the knight errants, are being chased down because they're outnumbered by the orc cavalry, which is insane. That is, I mean, there's even a unit not doing anything, and they still outnumber the enemy. And yet now we've got cavalry breaking, and that could be the end for Bretonnia. Yeah, and there's spiders in a monster archers. You don't want spiders in your archers. That's never a good thing. But yeah, over here, the paladin's trying to hold. We've got the Nasty Soakers and the Savage Orc boys dealing with the paladin, but let's keep him busy. And the, yeah, I'm being busy. Yeah, the main army, though, has crumbled. The goblins now can just walk up. Just walk up and pin them up against this wall and just slowly push them back, which is exactly what they're doing. How are the numbers? It's only 3 minutes into the battle, and already Bretonnia have lost nearly half of their numbers. Well, the Greenskins have only lost a couple of hundred. The king trying to hold the flank there, as you can see. But just, yeah, the Greenskins are just overwhelming everything. The Spider Riders, they can just say they take part. It's all good. Over here, the Greenskins aren't bothered. It's like, no, you guys, you do whatever. We've got Nasty Skokers deal with the Paladin, which is just keeping him busy. And the rest of the Greenskins are just going to abandon the hill. They don't need to hold it. They can just push down, force these guys in. Yeah, and you see, they are just chasing them off the map now. This is not looking good. It looks like the Greenskins are going to have an amazing victory here. It looks like the Damsel is taking on Wazark. But that's not going to end well when the green goblins get involved. Yeah, and in comes some biggins, boar biggins. And yeah, it looks like he throws in the towel. He can see, being a high caliber player in these two, he could tell there was no way he could win that. And the Greenskins had win. So Dark Phoenix getting the win there with his Greenskins. I mean, this is a decent army. The problem is, yeah, there's no front line that the peasants will not hold. I mean, the goblins beat them badly. Look at the kills that the goblins got to the peasants. And of course then, because everything was in combat, the warg pretty much initially went straight away. So the Greenskins could just walk, and the peasants just ran. That was it. And having more cavalry than the cav army is just hilarious. And I mean, look, 16 kills between all 4 units of archers. That's it. 16 kills. They lost 230. That's for Greenskin army. That's nothing. So that was really well played there. But now, can Bordiga bring it back in the second round, or will Dark Phoenix snatch the win with a 2-0 win? We'll find out in the next matchup. So Dark Phoenix has gone with a big bulky Lizardmen army here. Not much mobility at all compared to his previous army. Well, Bordiga has gone for a very mobile army. Look at this. All of the cavalry. And even fast infantry here. He is going for the attack with the Wood Elves versus the Lizardmen. But can the Lizardmen withhold these charges and fire back? I mean, there's 4 chameleon skins here. 4 normal skins of javelins. 2 of the best of the Dons are solar engines. Yeah, that's quite a lot. So at the front here, we do have a skink chief, a couple of skink chiefs just scouting up ahead. We've got the chameleon skinks on the flanks, front line, javelins on the sides, 4 units of the Source Warriors, all with shields. Is that spearmen? Yep, they're spearmen as well. We've got the skink cohorts, just some cheap infantry holding. The Bastard of the Dons of the Solar Engines. Lord Master Mundi is leading this force as well. Ruination of Cities, Banishment, the Apotheosis, the Net. The Net's going to be very helpful in this battle. For the Wood Elves, they're all over the place, but that's what they want to do. They want to try and get all over. They want to use their mobility. We've got some Wild Riders in the flanks. We've got some great Stag Knights hidden in the woods. Over here, we do have the Commander, the Spellweaver of Life, who has got... Hang on, I recognise that one. So that's Shield of Thorns and Earthblood. Got the Eternal Guard, I believe. Oh, it's just the 1 unit of Eternal Guard. And then I think it's 4 units of Blade Singers, which is quite a... and War Dancers. So 3 units of Blade Singers, 1 unit of War Dancers. We then have some Glade Riders of Spears. More Spears. Yeah, okay, so we've got 4 melee cavalry. Now, I'm not quite sure how this battle's going to go. Now remember, the Lizardmen need to win this to get the win. Wood Elves need to win to get the tie. But what I'm worried is the Wood Elves. What the Wood Elves need to do is tie up the Javelins and the Chameleon Skinks, so their infantry that has very little armor, 15 armor, can get to the Saurus Warriors and kill them. Because if they can get melee, they probably do a lot of damage. But if they get over the hill and the Lizardmen player sees that, if they focus fire, they will just kind of melt. But don't forget, we do have cavalry. Yep, we've got the Wild Riders moving onto the flank here. So there's a lot of mobility here. But this is what I'm worried about. Look at this. Going full Last Samurai here as they all get mowed down. I mean, that's pretty much what happened, weren't you? Lizards that were chameleons. That happened in the film. But yeah, and then the next unit comes out. I'm just worried that it's just going to be a repeat again. Just more. Oh no, they've been able to get in behind them. And then comes the Great Stags as well. Solar Engine, get a good shot. Taking at least 3 of the Stags out. Saurus Warriors now having to split their attention. On this flank, the cavalry's not really moved, so the Lizardmen can get themselves in a position where they can focus more on this flank. Master Moon again in there. Is that the Ruination of Cities or Banishment going down? It's a Ruination of Cities. Fortunately, yeah, no, actually that's not too bad. There's the Banishment going down. I do feel like they're kind of being thrown. I mean, against cavalry, they can easily dodge that, which they have done. But yeah, we do have skinks running all over the place, scattered. Banishment is actually chasing them. The main line has now engaged. We got the Blade Singers versus the Saurus Warriors. And yeah, this is what I was worried about. They're just smashing through him. The Skink Chief's trying to give him moral support. But yeah, these guys are rather scary. Cavalry on the flank over here for the Wood Elves, getting themselves in position. Solar Engine focusing mostly over here. This is where the main engagement is. And there's a lot of skinks panicking and running about here. But the cavalry are getting shot quite badly. And more are coming in. But it looks like, yeah, Glade Riders getting in. Trying to, as I was hoping for, dealing with those weaker ranged skink units. They can wipe them out, the cavalry. They can then just, the War Dancers and Blade Singers can just deal with the Saurus Warriors. Which they are doing very nicely. This is not looking great. If we just go through an overview, we've got some riding stuff. This is a very wide battlefield. There's so much micro going on here. So many engagement. But a lot of the Lizardmen are rallying, which means they can come back and start shooting these in the back. And a lot of the cavalry units here have taken a lot of damage. Where's Master Moody? Master Moody in the sense trying to hold. But yeah, oh, they've rampaged. Which, is that good for them? Did they become unbreakable if they rampage? Not sure. But it looks like that unit have been chased away. Saurus Warriors come... Oh, they're skinks. Oh, they can just keep going then. That's fine. But they are coming back, trying to keep it together. Trying to keep it... And don't forget, we do obviously have the best of the Dons of Solar Engines. Yeah, the Solar Engines might not do too much at this point. But they are still giant armoured dinosaurs. So that is something to remember. And the Wood Elves are mostly light cavalry. And we do have 3 Skink Chiefs who do have ranged weapons as well. But more their leadership would be helpful. But yeah, over here, the Blade Singers are now taking on these sorts of spears. There is just so much going on, guys. There's no way I could comment on all of it. That's why I'm mainly staying panned out for this one. But yeah, these Lizardmen, the Skinks, need to get back in so they can start getting their ammunition. And it will force the Wood Elves to have to scatter again. At the moment, this is in the Wood Elves' favour. If they can get all their Blade Singers together and all their targets are together. But, I mean, how are we looking for a number? I mean, the Lizardmen outnumber the Wood Elves 2-1. And still do so. There is a lot of lizards out there on the field. Do have some cavalry here. These Glade Riders seem to have been forgotten. If they did charge, they could wipe these 2 units out so easily. If they just went boop, boop, wiped. We do have a Spell Weaver of Life as well. It looks like another banishment has been dropped. We've got Lord Master Moon getting into the fight himself with his skin cohorts trying to back him up. And this is what I mean. The Bastardon, and look, while one's fighting combat, the other's supporting. So, yeah, they might not be the biggest dinosaurs that these men have, but they're still pretty terrifying creatures. In fact, do they even cause terror? Yes, they cause terror. So, yeah, I think that just makes my point. We do have some skinks here. They actually, yeah, that's skinks. They should be trying to get in here. Bounce power is still pretty equal The Glade Riders here finally made a move. They should be focusing on the Communion Skinks. Yeah, if they could focus on the Communion Skinks, then the Skink Javelins, they could wipe this flank out and then come in and reinforce. This is all over the place at the moment. I'm struggling to keep up. I don't know about you guys, but there is a lot going on. These Skinks, they've run out of ammunition, so they should be trying to get into combat. I think they are with the Blade Singers. Master Mundi helping there, trying to get the shield. He has noticed the Great Stags, but there's nothing here to take advantage of that. Which is very... Oh, is he going to get a shot? Go on, do it. You killed one. Hang on. Yeah, that'll do. And then they charge in. Skinks trying to hold this flank force off. They've moved up as well. Yeah, the forces are moving out. We got a good unit of Skink cohorts coming in as well. And there's a lot of fear and terror in this Lizardmen army. It has to be said. That is something to be aware of. So the Wood Elves will be struggling. Yeah, that is... Master Mundi is doing it, handling it like a boss. And over here, yeah, it looks like they are being tied up nicely. The forces are... But we do have still the two Skink Chiefs. They might be just little Skinks, but they are still heroes. And the Wood Elves will have to deal with them. Reinforcements coming in. Suddenly, another, how many is that? 89 Skinks joining the fight. Get into the back of these Great Stags. Yep, that immediately makes everything shattered. I think Finns are going to start. I say that we have got reinforcements coming in for the Wood Elves now on this flank. But if their leadership breaks, which I believe it has. Yeah, Router bounce pass suddenly hugely in the Lizardmen's favour. Where's the camera going? Focus, camera, focus. And there we go. That is a win for the Lizardmen. But well played by the Wood Elves there. Very good game. So that would be a win for Dark Phoenix. But I like this Lizardmen army. That is very nice. The Wood Elf, the thing is, I mean, the infantry did exactly what we thought we would do. Smashed into the front line and destroyed the Saurus. The cavalry got in behind. But I do wonder if it was just too much to micro. And so you had units that could have been wiping out the Skinks, not doing anything. And I do remember it was just literally that was the limit of their micro skills there. Because if they could have got those cavalry just going literally between Skinks, just charge, just there, just get them motor charging. But the amount of skill in that you need to have, what is that, 7 units doing that constantly while dealing with the front line. I don't think really many players would be able to do that, but they did make it count. They got a lot of kills there, but that would be a win for Dark Phoenix. So guys, do comment below your thoughts on this matchup, and I hope to see you for the next one. Till then, take care.